So guys, I just harvested some of my lettuce from my little lettuce patch here. This is a soft leaf red lettuce. I actually prefer this one. I find the other one tends to have a slight bitter taste, but this one is nice and it's very soft. Okay guys, so my bush bean plant is bearing some beans. There you have it. Can you see that? You have some beans here. We have some beans here. So you know what? I think I'm going to be harvesting some. Like this one looks like it's ready for me to harvest it. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to harvest some of these beans. Okay guys, so I was able to harvest this from my bush bean plant. Okay guys, so my cucumber plant has put out some tendrils, as you can see here. So I want to train it so it will start running on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this air carton because it's light, and I'm going to sort of lean it against the plant so that the tendril can hook on here. You see that? I want the tendril to hook on. Right, let's see if I can get this to stay. All right, let's try to lean it a little bit more. All right, I don't want to damage the plant, but I want it to be able to hook on here, because once I get it to hook, it will start to run on this trellis here. So that's what I want. Okay, I'm gonna have to try to see if I could. Let's try this. Nice. Putting a little pressure on it so it will lean toward my trellis. Okay, it's proven a little bit of a challenge, but let's see if I can get it to do that. Once it touches the trellis, like eventually it will hook on. You not see what I'm doing, eh? Once it touches the trellis, once I can get it to feel the trellis, it will eventually hook on, and then it will start to climb on it. But I just needed to know that the trellis is there, at least to feel it, you know. Anyway, the thing is I'm leaning it toward the trellis, so hopefully the tendril will be able to reach it. If I can get it to stay like that, actually, so good. Let me see if I can lean this a little bit like that. I do that here, and I get to do this. There you go. Okay, so if I can get this to stay like this, by this evening, that tendril would have hooked on to this lattice here, and it will start to climb, and that's exactly what I want. So let's hope. But anyway, as it gets longer, as the tendril gets longer, then it will be easier for me to hook it on to the to this lattice here that I have for it. Okay guys, so as you can see, this huge tomato here is starting to ripen. It's getting ripe. Okay guys, so I wanted to mention something, and that is not all garden soils are created equal. So I had bought a bag of garden soil. It was not this one, it was another one, but apparently it was by the same brand, the same company. And that first one, that garden soil was very nice. I liked it. I had put some seeds to germinate. It germinated nicely. So I had asked my husband to go and get some more of that one. Unfortunately, when he went, they did not have more of that one, but they had this one. And the guy there said, well, it's the same company and so forth. So when my husband showed me, I said, no, that's not the one I wanted. But the guy said, well, it's the same company and it's more or less the same. So we got it. Unfortunately, I don't like this garden soil. This garden soil has not worked very well for me. I had put seeds to germinate. The seeds did not germinate. And I was wondering, well, how come? I thought something was wrong with my seeds. It turns out that it was the garden soil, because I got another garden soil and I put very set seeds and they germinated. And then I had also put here this lettuce underneath, and I had put the gardens, that same garden soil there, I had put it underneath here, and I noticed these lettuce, they are not really growing. These are growing, but not the one that I had put in that particular one. So that is just, I just wanted to highlight that to you, that sometimes the garden soil that you get may not work for you. And so you may think something is wrong with your seeds or something is wrong with your plants. Well, it turns out it could be the garden soil that is preventing it from growing the way you would like it to grow. So just keep that in mind. All right, so here I have my cucumber plant. It's getting big, as you can see. I have here some lettuce and parsley and thyme, small leaf thyme in this pot. I have some lettuce in this pot. Here I have some lettuce growing underneath my tomato trees. The tomato trees here. Still has some tomatoes on it. This big one here is getting ripe. It's growing very tall, as you can see. Right. Here I have some chive, I have some kale, I have lettuce, I even have ginger. This here is ginger. Right, that's ginger there. This is called purslane. That's another bean, a small bean coming up here. These are my other bean plants. So that's coming along nicely. I have a tomato growing here. So we're going to see how this progresses. We have my pepper plant here. what do we see here? We see a pepper. So we see one pepper has come up. Of course, we see other buds all on the tree here, right? Okay. Underneath here we have our arugula. This is another pepper plant. We have our pak choi. As you can see, the leaves are getting big. I have some tomatoes in there as well in the pots. This here is a bok choy. Underneath here I have my carrot. I had to cover it because something was eating the leaves, and if it eats it completely, well then the carrot will die. I have my other cucumber. Now this cucumber was got it the same time with the cucumber that I showed you in that bucket, but I think because the tomato tree is right here, it's providing a lot of shade, so it's not getting as much sun as it would like, and so this one is much smaller than the other one. And the birdie, I see you, I see you. Are you gone? Okay. So here we have our tomatoes. And of course, there we do have tomatoes on this one as well. And on these over here, we have tomatoes. I have another pepper plant here. It has buds on it as well, the flowers, if it can focus. We have some more tomatoes here on this one as well. Okay. Here we have our cabbage, as you can see. Well, these are peppers here. Our cabbage is getting big. Cabbage is getting big, as you can see. We have our lettuce here that I have been harvesting, so it doesn't look as full. And I have some young lettuce that I put down that is coming up as well. You see the basil is getting big as well, and the bush basil is also getting big. All right, and slowly but surely our cabbage is getting big. And here we have our papaya, and they seem to be getting big as well. They seem to be growing, so that's a good thing. Okay guys, so as you can see, we have some germination that has taken place. We have some spring onions that have germinated. We have some more spring onions over here that has germinated. Some bok choy. These are spring onions here. More bok choy again. We have some Chinese cabbage. And if you look closely here, you'll see that a basil did germinate. So we're just waiting for the peppers, the sweet peppers to germinate, and the oregano to germinate, and the jalapeno pepper as well. So at least we have some germination that took place, so that's good. Okay guys, so if you see this bug in or around your garden, you want to get rid of it. This bug is not good. It sucks your plant and it will make your plant get disease and not be healthy.